Greetings, YouTube. May the 4th be with you from all of us. Like the Wookiee said, may the 4th be with you, and if you don't celebrate May the 4th, you think it's cheesy or lame, well, we all know what Wookiees do when you don't listen. That's all I'm saying. So, without further ado, let's get down to it, shall we? It's a special Raging Demons RPG video fest honoring May the 4th, the unofficial geek holiday Extravaganza. But for today, believe it or not, I'm actually not going to be doing anything regarding Star Wars 2 Intently. Basically, what we got going on for us today, and that's incredibly bright, sorry about that, guys. I'll adjust that for the next video. Basically, what we got going on today is I am going to be doing a step-by-step walkthrough of making a Rifts character. That's R-I-F-T-S, the role-playing game. Some of you might already be exposed to it, but I suggest you stick around. You might learn something new. Those of you who are going to formulate an opinion without actually looking into it, I think my university sweatshirt says it all. For those of you that are open-minded enough to go ahead and give a fair shot to any new game that comes across your table, I suggest you tune in for the next few videos, because you're really going to enjoy it. Now, we're just going to do kind of a run-through right now. Okay, seriously, that's way too much light. Alright. Alright, guys. So, today, what we're going to be doing is, for this video, the first one, I'm going to basically do a rundown of what you're going to need to get started, because I said I'm doing this from the ground up, step by step. I'm not playing around. There will be no character sheets pre-printed. There are many out there, which will shave valuable seconds off of your prep time, but I've never been a big advocate for pre-made character sheets, because, I don't know, there's something in that tactile formation of the character on paper that can really, I don't know, really speaks to you. That, and if you, okay, remember when you were younger growing up, and your mom, your dad, some parental figure cleaned your room when you weren't there? Could you find anything? It was very difficult, and you found it eventually, but it wasn't the same as if you organized it yourself. So guess what? That's why I'm going to do a rough cut on paper with my own pencil and my terrible, terrible writing character sheet. So hope that interests every one of you. So for today's prep, I'm keeping it simple, because there's a lot that this particular role-playing game has to offer. Like many of them, there's lots of supplements and whatnot. So I'm going to boil it down to the bare essentials. So, excuse the shoddy camera work, but we're basically going to go do an equipment list up. So, as you very well know, you're going to need all of your dice. So, your D20. Skills are percentage based, so you're going to need your percentile dice. That's a D100. You can use a traditional set yourself. Also, to play the game, you're going to need your standard gamut of dice. Probably, of course, most popular is the D6. And then, of course, you know, all the rest of the boys that come to the party. Now, I'm using my white dice because of the contrast, for so that way we can actually see the numbers that I'll be rolling. Because that's right, I will actually be rolling this stuff in front of you. Because I'm not, like I said, none of this is going to be pre-prepared. I mean, the idea is, the steps are, but the actual creation of this character is going to be taking shape right in front of you and hopefully that might give you a glimpse that maybe others haven't given you into this role-playing game that I've grown to love since my beginnings in role-playing. It was the second game I played. The first game was Palladium Fantasy. Shortly, well, by second I mean 5 minutes later, we were playing this because Palladium Fantasy was being ran by another guy, and they wanted to play Rifts. So, and I'm gonna kind of go ahead and do a throwback to my first character that I ever created for this gaming system with a bit of a modern update, because the game has progressed in the 20 some odd years it's been around. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Also, sorry, we got the dice, right? Lastly, next what we're gonna need, of course, is holy man, that is gonna be difficult to manage. Okay, there you are. You guys are stable. Alright. Just some traditional lined paper. If you got it, great. Of course, I'm gonna be doing this all in pencil. I hate using pencil. Just I don't know, something about the graphite smearing everywhere, and I just don't like the texture of a pencil against paper. That's just me. I'm neurotic. I'm a mess. But I don't want to use pen for the sake of, if I make a mistake during this video, during the creation process, I want you to see that. So I'm going to try and be on my best behavior, show you guys how to turn this into a Rifts character with just a few dice rolls, which of course you'll be seeing all the way along. Okay, now, lastly, if you intend on, this is like an equipment list if you actually want to play. Because I know this video is going to be out there in the internetosphere long after May 4th, and I kind of want everybody to kind of have an idea what they're getting into. So my character is actually going to be coming out of the main book. These days, that's the Rifts Ultimate Edition. It's a lot thicker, a lot more to it, a little bit more bang for your buck. So this is basically where I'll be taking my character from today. It's going to be keeping pretty simple, but most of you old schoolers will probably have the paperback Rifts, which not much difference, except maybe some details, and there's some more updated rules that came along to kind of counter some of the problems they had before. Of course, they created other ones. Like all gaming systems, nothing's perfect. So, and also, I mean, some other terrific resources if you're planning on getting started in this particular game. I've probably showcased them in other videos. But the Rifts Book of Magic. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, my character is not going to have any sort of magic involved, for simplicity's sake. But, as you can see, if you love your magic in your role-playing, that's a heck of a book to pick up. Also, if you're going to be running a game, it's got some good GM's tips in there, but also the Game Master's Guide. It is a compendium of weapons, equipment. It's got every map that's featured in probably the first 20-25 books, and also just like I said, there's some great advice in the back. The cardinal sins of game masters are actually in the back here. I'm probably going to get into those maybe in a future video, but for right now, characters coming out of the Ultimate Edition. If you have it, great. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, and this video strikes an interest, that would be my suggestion for which book for you to actually pick up and buy. But that, for now, dear gamers, is it for video number 1 for May the 4th, Community Day. All inspired. Got to give mad props to that Dark Lord of the game, Sean Connors, and his inspiration in doing this whole community puts out videos on May the 4th sort of thing. Like, he really was a driving force behind it. So mass mass kudos to him. If you haven't already subscribed to his channel, checked out what he has to say, do so. What's taking you so long? Are you new? I don't mean that in like, are you a true newbie? Are you stunned? Is there something like not quite going on upstairs? You know, you're rolling a critical 1 at every stage in life. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for the next segment here. You folks enjoy what it is that. I hope you enjoy actually what it is we're about to start doing here. And in the meantime, keep the dice rolling. See you in the, if you're a few mouse clicks away, see you in a few mouse clicks.